Hi, my name is Nicole. Welcome to my channel, Travel to Money. In this video, I'm going to talk about how long it takes to get monetized on YouTube. I just recently met all of the requirements, and I think I have some helpful information that I haven't seen anywhere else before. I watched a ton of videos before I started my YouTube channel, and they all said the same things. Just start and don't try to be a perfectionist. Be patient, get better over time. It takes about a year. And a lot of that advice really did help me, but I think I have a little bit more to offer and I'm excited to share with you today, as well as going over the equipment I use and how I think that has impacted my channel. If you are new here, I have created this channel to help you learn about how to travel, adventure, and have fun on the road to financial independence. I have traveled the world, I own a couple of houses in Spain, and I'm on a creative journey to financial independence. I believe the road to financial freedom can and should be fun. I hope you'll subscribe and join me on this journey, no matter where you are starting from. In January of 2021, I decided to go ahead and launch this YouTube channel. I had been thinking about it for a while, and I took that advice that many people had offered in other videos about just getting started and not worrying about having the perfect video. I can struggle with being a perfectionist, and although it felt incredibly vulnerable, I had my eye on the end goal. Very early in the process, I decided that I would script my videos, not only to save myself time in the editing process, but to really honor the viewer and not waste their time with rambling or having to listen to me say, I can speak pretty well in conversation or in a prepared speech, but I wasn't thriving when I would just try to talk to the screen about a topic. I've upgraded my equipment since I first started, but I have actually used the same process for almost 2 years now. I've gotten a lot faster at it and hopefully better overall after exactly 100 videos of practice. That's right, you're watching my 100th long form video. Just to give you a quick overview of my process each week, I choose a topic, research the keyword using wordstream.com to see how many searches are done each month on various forms of the keywords, and also how much competition there is for those keywords. Now, those aren't YouTube search terms, but web search terms. Then I form a title based on that keyword research. Now, it's important that your video is about what the title is about, so I never make a clickbait title just to get clicks. Sometimes I'll go with a lesser ranked title because I want the title to actually reflect what I'm going to talk about. From there, I write my script using Google Docs. Now, script writing for me is not something like writing a blog or sending an email. I write my scripts exactly how I speak because I want you to not really know that I'm reading a script. I want you to feel like I'm just talking to you. I'll make another video soon that's just about script writing because I have a lot of tips to share about that and I don't want to get too into the weeds on this video. When I first started, I'd write about 1,600 words, but after looking back at my first year of videos, I realized that I was speaking too slowly, so I sped up the teleprompter. But if you are trying to make a video that's around 10 minutes long and you speed up your speaking, that means you're going to need more words. So now my videos are each about 2,000 words. It takes me about 1 to 2 hours each week just to write one script. My filming equipment is as basic as it gets. I use my Samsung Galaxy 22 Ultra and I use the front-facing camera. I specifically bought this phone because it is the only phone out there with such an amazing front-facing camera. Most other phones, including the beloved iPhone and former Galaxy products, had only 10 or 12 megapixel front-facing camera. Well, this phone has 40 megapixels on the front-facing camera. When I first started, I had one of the Galaxy Note phones and I was using the front-facing camera, which is why my first year of videos don't really look very good from a visual standpoint. After I reached my first 100 subscribers, which seemed to take forever, I decided to invest in a better microphone. Nothing fancy, still cheap, but quality and something that would work with my phone. I bought the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus for around $320. It was the first real investment I made in improving the quality of my videos. The mic has been great. It's grab and go, so you don't really have to do anything to it. I attach it to the top of a large ring light, plug it into the phone, turn it on, and away I go. I have an affiliate link to the same mic in my description if you're interested in getting one for yourself. I use an app on my phone called Nano Teleprompter. I think I paid around $3 for it, just a one-time payment to have it forever. Honestly, best money I've spent on this channel. And that's why I use a front-facing camera. I can see myself, see that the camera is recording, and I can read the script, setting it to cover as much of the screen as I want. You can also set the size of the text and how fast it rolls. really easy to use. I just copy the script from the Google Doc and paste it into the teleprompter. Now, I don't have the most amazing camera setup in the world, but it's small and easy to travel with, has really good audio, and the video is plenty clear enough for what I'm using it for. I don't feel an urgent need at all for more upgrades. Now, I'm sure you already know this, but it takes 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to be eligible for monetization on YouTube. I don't remember when the 4,000 watch hours came into play, but I was so focused on the subscribers and not the watch hours, which has made it an interesting journey. First of all, it has taken me 2 years and 3 months to meet the requirements. I feel like that's a lot longer than what I was expecting. However, I wasn't necessarily in a rush to be monetized. First of all, I love making videos. I truly enjoy it. Secondly, I love the topics of financial independence, travel, Airbnb, and buying a house in Spain. I would talk about them all day for free, so it has been easy to stay passionate about these topics. I really wanted to build something that I enjoy that might just pay off in the longer term. Now, let me tell you what I think hurt me in my first year. First, I just wanted to tell my story, and I wasn't creating videos that were specific to a topic. They were way too broad. My thumbnails weren't very good. Plus, like I mentioned before, I was speaking a bit too slowly, and I was still using an old phone front-facing camera without a microphone. It was fine for learning, but honestly, I couldn't have expected much to come from that. Once I upgraded my equipment, improved my speed, and got onto specific topics, I think my overall quality of video became a lot more valuable to the viewer. Now, I want to talk for a minute about my videos that have done well and what makes a video really go even a little viral. My first video that did pretty well was a video about Porto, Portugal. I've noticed both on YouTube and Instagram that videos that continually get comments tend to be the ones that they will continue to promote. But the thing is, most people don't leave a comment just because they like your video. It's really quite rare. You know what people like to comment about? Mistakes and controversy. Now, I think my video about Porto was doing pretty well anyway because Portugal has been a hot topic for digital nomads and people who are looking to retire. But do you know why I got several comments on the video? I made a mistake. I was the dummy that said Portugal was bordered by Spain and France, which I knew wasn't true because I had driven out of the top of Portugal into Spain, but I just had a complete brain fart and said something incorrect. And I really don't love this part about my YouTube journey, but it's just human nature. People are way more likely to comment on something if they think you are wrong. You could do me a big favor right now and say something general or friendly in the comments. I really would love to hear from you. Anyway, my Porto video got around 5,000 views at the time that it picked up steam. I thought my channel was really taking off and was hoping every video would be like that. I couldn't have been more wrong. I went right back to around 100 views per video, with the occasional video getting 500 views. Then I made a video about Cairo, Egypt. It was one of the first places that I visited where I didn't have very nice things to say about it. And boy, that pissed some Egyptian men off. And you know what people do when they get pissed off at a video? They comment. And do you know what happens when people start commenting on a video? YouTube shows it to more people. To this day, that is my most watched video at over 10,000 views. And I wish that wasn't the case. I don't want to be known for negative videos and negative comments. I typically love to talk about places where I have wonderful experiences, but people don't comment about that. All of that to say, it can be hard to develop thick skin, but if you really want to get the most views, talking about something controversial is likely to get you there faster than anything else. Which brings me to my next point. I follow a guy named AIRBNB who I found on YouTube because he talks a lot about blogging, which is a topic I'm learning about. At some point, he talked about growing YouTube and said to post one YouTube short every day for 30 days and to also share that same content on Instagram and TikTok. I decided to commit to doing this for a month or two. On YouTube, these videos generally didn't do very well, but Instagram was really into promoting Reels. On average, a video on Instagram might get between 5,000 and 20,000 views, where that same short on YouTube might only get between 100 and 1,000 views. Then something very extraordinary happened, but it wasn't on YouTube, it was on Instagram. I made a short and a reel about how I bought a house in Spain for $5,000. I get it, it's a little bit shocking, but I didn't think it was that shocking. I've seen articles for years about homes in Italy that you can buy for just $1. I really didn't think a $5,000 house was going to be a showstopper. Well, YouTube didn't really do much with it. To this day, that video on YouTube only has 700 views, but Instagram was a different story. And you want to know why? The same reason my Cairo video went semi-viral. Controversy and comments. My video about that $5,000 house not only brought in a lot of encouraging comments, but people were sharing it with other people, adding it to their stories, and saving the video. And then there were the negative comments, and I've never experienced anything quite like this before. You see, it was 2 months after I posted the video that it started to go viral. That's another thing to keep in mind. It took time. At 20,000 views, because people kept sharing it and saving it, Instagram finally started to put it out there. And I wish I could say that this moment in time was a lot of fun. It is 100% the reason that I've been able to reach my monetization requirements on YouTube, and I've had so many other positive opportunities as a result, but this video was viewed over 2 million times in less than a month. I went from less than 700 followers on Instagram to over 85,000 in less than 1 month. It was absolutely insane. I was not only getting between 3 and 10 followers every minute of every day, but had more messages and comments than I could possibly keep up with. Because the following grew so fast, people assumed that I did this for a living and would be furious if I wasn't responding to every comment or message. And unfortunately, I really struggled. I'm so thankful for what happened, but it wasn't exactly easy. Suddenly, millions of people have seen a 60-second video of me, and believe it or not everyone is kind. I was called a colonist, accused of gentrification, and insulted in more ways than I can count. People can be absolutely cruel and make some huge assumptions after seeing just a 60-second video. I had at least 10 people flat out call me a liar. I was floored. And as much as it's easy to say, focus on the positive and ignore the negative comments, that's just not something that comes naturally. There can be 20 positive comments of encouragement and one negative one, and all I could think about were the bad things people were saying. I have never in my life struggled with mental health, but there was a 3-week period in there where I nearly quit. At least a handful of times I would end up curled up in a ball, crying. It was overwhelming in a way that I just really don't know how to put words to. I was afraid to post anything, afraid of what people would say, and I still have a level of anxiety about that I never did before. But when you have more than 80,000 people who are now interested in what you have to say, that provided me the opportunity to let them know about my YouTube channel where they could get longer form information. I was already at about 600 or 700 subscribers when this happened, and in the following 3 months, it grew my YouTube subscribers to over 2,000. But even at 2,000 YouTube subscribers, I still didn't have enough watch hours. And there's something really important to know about watch hours. Unlike subscribers, your 4,000 watch hours all have to be within the last year. So if your channel is over a year old, not only are you trying to get new watch hours, but you're also competing with your old hours falling off. I also use my Instagram to point people to my videos since that's where my largest audience is. Since I have almost 100 videos each day, I'll add a photo to my story feed on Instagram and put a link on it to one of my videos with a brief idea of what the video is about, plus I'd be sure to include a hashtag. That has really helped me a lot. And I want to say one more thing about getting to the monetization finish line. Your biggest supporters won't be the people who you had imagined. You might expect that your closest friends will watch and share your videos, and it might surprise you when the people you expected to support you don't even believe in you, much less jump in to support you. There are probably a lot of reasons for this, but don't let that get you down. There will be people who you don't even expect, who are excited for you, who will encourage you, and who will be your biggest supporters. Just like anything else we do in life, we don't accomplish things alone. I could not have gotten to this point without several people who not only believed in me, but saw my goals, watched and liked my videos to help, and that matters. I really want to thank my dad, my brother Jonathan, and friends Sarah, Pam, Hannah, Claire, Brad, Deanna, Becca, Kelsey, and Shannon. Shout out to those folks from the land and St. Louis. You all really came through for me, and I won't forget it. And if you are that person watching this video that is dreaming of starting a YouTube channel, if you don't have anyone else who believes in you, I do. It might be a long road, but if you are passionate about what you're talking about and you have a way to help other people, it will all be worth it. Now that I've reached the requirements, I had to agree to the partner program terms and conditions. I had to connect my AdSense account. Don't worry, if you don't have one, you can create one at that time. And then I'll have to wait somewhere between a week and a month for YouTube to officially approve me. It's an exciting moment. Thank you for being part of this story. If you haven't yet, like this video and subscribe to join me every day where travel and adventure build financial freedom. I can't wait to see where your dreams will take you.